This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Groomer Humor. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with Anthony Ray. Again, we want to thank our producer, Mark Winter, and Pet Life Radio for giving us the opportunity. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening and making the show what it is today. In this episode, we're going to be discussing the ins and outs of starting your own dog grooming business. We got that in our funny comment segment coming up in this episode of Groomer Humor.
Take a bite out of your competition. Advertise your business with an ad in Pet Life Radio podcasts and radio shows. There is no other pet-related media that is as large and reaches more pet parents and pet lovers than Pet Life Radio. With over 7 million monthly listeners, Pet Life Radio podcasts are available on all major podcast platforms, and our live radio stream goes out to over 250 million subscribers on iHeartRadio, Odyssey, TuneIn, Stitcher, and other streaming apps. For more information on how you can advertise on the #1 pet podcast and radio network, visit PetLifeRadio.com/advertise today.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor. Once again, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with Anthony Ray. And what's going on, buddy?
Hungry now, thanks to you, because
How?
you said in the In-N-Outs of, and now I want In-N-Out Burger, which isn't in Jersey, but I have gotten to try it because my sister-in-law's wedding a couple years ago in Arizona.
Wow. So the ins and outs of starting your own dog grooming business reminded you of In-N-Out Burger food.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't even eat In-N-Out Burger.
Right, because it's on the West Coast.
On the West Coast, and I don't eat meat anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So all in all, I'm very sad now.
Just like that.
Got to rethink some things.
Automatically. You're just very easy. Anthony's upset now because he can't have In-N-Out Burger.
Like twice. I can't have it. Can't have it even if it was here.
That's what he thought about.
You ever have In-N-Out Burger?
Yeah, I did. I was in California.
Oh, you went to California?
I went to Cali, baby. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's out there too? Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr.'s out there.
Speaking
Some
of
good
that,
food.
since we like to talk directly to, I think we did it a couple of weeks ago when we talked to Taco Bell directly and told them to sponsor the show. We still haven't heard back, but we'll keep you guys posted. I'm getting kind of tired of the Carl's Jr. commercials that air here.
Yeah, right.
There is no Carl's Jr. here, so stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. Why are you advertising here? Like, we're not going to like take a plane ride over to the West Coast to get Carl's Jr. Or are we?
Maybe.
Well,
they need to have a veggie burger for me.
Isn't there Carl's Jr. Down South Jersey though?
I don't think so.
No? PA,
maybe. I don't think so.
Well, you know what? Put one up here. Build one.
I'm gonna look it up. This is hard hitting. It's how we do things here, guys.
Exactly.
You guys know that.
And trust me, this has everything to do with starting up your own dog grooming business. we have to get information.
We got to get
Yes, Carl's Jr.
Is there Carl's Jr. in New Jersey? Currently, the only Carl's Jr. in New Jersey is in Somerset.
Dude, that's not that far. Yeah.
Wow. Wait a minute. Did Carl's Jr. make it to Jersey? Because this is from 2 years ago. This is from 2018? 18 more locations are being planned for the Garden State.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow.
Dude, that's awesome.
I can't eat it.
I can. I don't care.
Man, why did I do this to myself to become a vegetarian?
I'm hungry. Yeah.
Well, you're the one who's In-N-Out's dog grooming, and here we are talking about fast food again instead of grooming.
It's a figure of speech, Anthony. Ins and outs. Like the do's, don'ts. I can't help it if you go to food all the time. Whatever.
Well, let's teach everybody how to start a dog grooming business and get out of here so we could eat.
All right. Well, yeah, we're driving to Somerset after this.
Clearly. Even if I can't eat anything, I'm going to window shop.
I'll move there.
Going to move to Somerset because it's close to Carl's Jr.
Absolutely. I will move there. Yeah. But, so the In-N-Out burger of starting your own dog grooming burger.
Dog grooming burger.
So yeah, one of the things that people do, right? And we all do this whenever we have this like great idea that we're going to start a business, is we always start to fantasize, right? We all start doing the thing like, if I just sold 20 of these, if I sold 20 a week, at $10, I would, like we always fantasize about that. So people do that a lot with dog grooming. They'll say, man, if I can groom 20 dogs a day, 6 days a week, I'd be making like $8,000 a week and making, $400,000 a year. Yeah. The only problem with that is, okay, you're not going to groom 20 dogs a day. You'll be lucky if you can groom 2. Okay.
$400,000 a year. That got me.
It's the truth though,
know.
Reality check. Okay. A lot of times people will try to get into this business for the money. Right off the bat, that's a really bad idea. Don't get into this business for the money unless you are, a multimillionaire, or you have the money and you can afford to hire professional dog groomers and, do that. Then yes, you can do something like that. But we're talking about, the average folk here, that go to In-N-Out Burger and places like that.
Average folk. Well, we tried once, not 20, but we remember. It was like a couple months ago. We were like, let's do 9 dogs a day.
Yeah.
And we did it. It was like a short week. We had done a couple of podcasts and filmed a couple of videos. So we only had to do it for like 3 days. And we were like, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And
man.
let's make that $400,000. Let's
go, baby.
I remember I open mouth slept on my couch that entire weekend after we did that for 3 days. Yeah. So
I fell asleep on the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
I was just that tired.
Yeah. It's so quality of life.
Yeah. Try bathing a dog, try grooming a dog, and you tell me if you could do 20 a day. Highly unlikely. I'm sure there's some, phenomenal dog groomers out there that could probably do that. And, but again, we're talking about the average folk here that normally are not going to be able to do that amount of dog. And especially if you don't have any experience. If you don't have dog grooming experience, that's not going to work for you at all. But we're talking about that little fantasy part of opening up your own dog grooming business. All right. So here's the other thing. So let's get that under our belt, that you really want to have experience. You want to either be a dog groomer, or you need to be able to afford good dog groomers, quality dog groomers, not your fly-by-night dog groomers, not, you're talking about dog groomers who more than likely went to dog grooming school, or they learned through the ranks and they have a lot of dog grooming experience in order to do that. But most people are dog groomers themselves, and they're looking to open up their own business. Secondly, on that, you want to choose a good location. Location is everything. First of all, you want to be where the dogs are. That makes a big difference.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to, open up a dog grooming business in the middle of the ocean,
Right. Like, the floaters. Yeah, that's what you could call it, which I wouldn't recommend that name either, because it's
right. So you want location is everything. You want to be able to, definitely be in an area that has dogs and, is maybe even short of a dog grooming place, like a business, like
you want to go to a place that has dogs.
Yeah. You want to go to a neighborhood that actually has dogs.
What would they do without us?
See, without this show right now, you're not going to fare well opening up your own dog grooming business. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, don't open it in the middle of the ocean, guys. I mean, come on, enough with that idea.
Enough. that idea has floated away already.
Enough with the mountaintop clipping
dog grooming.
Don't do that. Don't go to Everest and open up.
Right.
Granted, there's probably a lot of huskies up there.
Right, the foothills of Tennessee or anything like that. Okay,
like Greenland.
So, yeah,
is Greenland the one that's all ice?
Yeah,
didn't the Vikings do that? I learned about that.
And then Iceland is hot.
Is beautiful.
I think so. Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't know. For all I know, Greenland is gorgeous, and dog grooming flourishes over there.
Don't listen to us.
Don't listen to us.
So anyway, location is a big thing to definitely have to figure out, and also consider what type of dog groomer you are. Are you getting into mobile dog grooming? Are you going to groom out of your house or your garage, your basement? There's all different aspects of dog grooming. Are you going to rent a store like we do? We have a storefront. Okay, so if you're going to rent a store, it's going to be expensive. You're going to have a lot of expenses. Your rent is going to be your major expense. Depending on where you are, I mean, rents can be, I don't know, $1,500 to $5,000 a month. So it really depends on where you are, your area, as far as rent is concerned. That's going to be like probably your main expense.
Well, that's where you have to budget, because that's where you have to figure out how many dogs can you do a day. Because if your rent is $2,500, that's a lot of dogs, man.
That's a lot of dogs, man. Yeah. An average price of $70 a dog, right? Okay. So, there's places in Manhattan and there's places in LA where, rents are $30,000 a month. Okay. So, they can justify charging $200, $300, $400, $500 a dog, a grooming. So there's huge variable. But again, we're just kind of talking about the average areas where we live.
Common folk.
The common folk area. So that's where we are, the common folk. But you have to consider your overhead. Part of your overhead would be your supplies. You're going to be putting out money for supplies, shampoo, clippers, brushes, cream rinses, blow dryers. There's an endless amount of things that dog groomers use that you require to groom a dog. So your supplies are not really that bad, though. You know what I mean? Because shampoo does go a long way.
Shampoo goes along. It's supplies and grooming only really, really suck when you're first getting started, because nothing outside of some pairs of nail clippers and some brushes, nothing is only like $10.
Yeah.
Everything else that you need is $30, $100, $250. So getting started with your tools sucks. But once you have them, you're right. Like, you're going to use your nail clippers for a long time. Look,
sure.
We showed yours a couple episodes ago. Shampoo goes a long way, especially the concentrated shampoo that you add water to it and you can make gallons out of one little squirt of it.
Sure. Yeah, but again, like grooming tables are expensive. Your grooming tubs are expensive. So yes, Anthony's right. Your initial, put out there is just going to be a lot.
Setting up is scary.
You can look to probably put out at least, I would say, 15,000, 20 maybe.
Sure.
Depending on, if you're coming up with your first and last month's rent and all of that stuff.
Plus cages.
Cages are expensive.
Good quality cages.
Yeah,
unless you're doing it out of your garage.
Yeah. I mean,
you just get plastic kennels. Cages are $3,000.
Sure.
How much were our cages?
About $3,500.
$3,500.
So, we have a big, nice cage unit and everything. We actually featured it on one of our YouTube videos.
What a nightmare that was.
That was a nightmare because we had to build them.
And you did most of that yourself.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
I didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah. He'll go to In-N-Out Burger, though. So, you know what? I forgot to get the clippers. I wanted to show the clippers.
Your Andis clippers?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're expensive. I wanted to show.
Oh, so you want to show off to everyone? These are expensive. Here, look, I got them.
I just got them.
They're
very proud. I'm proud of them. Whatever. Anyway,
get it after break.
Okay, we'll get it after break. I'll show you guys, what we're talking about as far as equipment. But yeah, your initial, setup is going to be pretty expensive. Supplies after that, like you said, they're not that bad.
No.
You could probably look to spend, I would say, between blade sharpening, shampooing, depending again on how many dogs you're grooming, you're probably going to spend about $300 a month. Yeah,
could be even less.
Or
could
less.
Be a little. It depends on the quality of the dogs that you're getting. Like, if your specialty, I guess we'll call it that, is I demat dogs and I shave dogs down, you're gonna need a crap ton of clipper.
Right.
What would you call it? Keep up maintenance.
Yeah. A clipper lube.
Yeah.
Your clippers are going to die. Your blades are going to dull out. Yeah. So these are all these little, the micro expenses, micromanagement. Your dog grooming business could be a little bit rough. Also, it's also the type of business that it's very difficult to do single-handed. Like, one person can't do it. You're going to need an assistant. You're going to have to either, pay for another dog groomer if you want to upscale your business a little bit, or, you're going to have to, hire a bather fluffer. There's no way you're going to do 20 dogs a day without having help. So again, we're being real here as far as opening up your dog grooming business, and you want to be a dog groomer yourself. Like anything, if your help doesn't show up, it's on you. You're going to book a 10-dog day and now you're on your own. You're going to be there for some hours.
That used to happen to us every once in a while when I was a little younger.
And we were doing 10 dogs a day at the time. Remember, Ant? Anthony would call me at like midnight. I'd be sleeping, nervous as hell about the following day because we have a 10-dog day, and Anthony would call me, granted, Anthony was only like 16 years old at the time. Hey, Dad,
it would be like, me and Eric were thinking about driving down to Wildwood tonight. Do you really need me tomorrow? Yeah, and I have 3 golden retrievers that I can't lift because I have 2 hernias.
Yeah, I kind of need you.
Can I leave early? Like, it would be a negotiation of like, just, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Can I go have fun with my friend because he has a driver's license and I don't?
Right. So I want to add to this topic then. So then part of opening up your own dog grooming business is don't hire your son. Okay. Just don't hire your son. Get somebody else. Because it's going to be,
Number 2, like I wouldn't get here till like 10:30.
Oh yeah.
Like, we start at 8:30.
I bathed 4 dogs already. Right. I'm already dying. Yeah. I'm already hurting, and we got to get through our day.
Yeah. What, like, you used to let me get away with a lot. I couldn't dream.
Still let you get away with a lot.
That's true.
Kidding me?
But I don't do that anymore.
No, you've become more responsible, and now you're a daddy yourself. So you know what? Screw you,
dude.
Payback is a bi.
That's going on a t-shirt.
It's pet life. It's pet life, baby. You got to be careful.
You got to be careful, man.
Come on, man. Ain't no cursing. This is a family show.
You know what's really messed up before when we were talking about food? You guys can't see, but I can see him, and our producer thought he was slick, and he was eating that whole time.
We noticed Mark eating.
Yep, and if I wasn't hungry before,
I'm starving.
Certainly hungry now.
Like it's like, I'm looking. I'm going, man, what is he eating right now?
He looks so good,
so good right now.
Yep.
So I'm starving,
and that's not why I brought up In-N-Out Burger. I didn't look at the screen, and then next thing you know, he's eating. He's forking something right into his mouth.
Anyway,
I don't feel like doing this today. I'm hungry.
Hungry now. I know.
It's like, did he do that on purpose?
Yeah, because we were talking about In-N-Out Burger. I look over him.
He's eating.
He's eating. What?
Yeah.
Wait, is he eating In-N-Out Burger with a spoon?
Might have been like a pasta.
Oh.
Pasta Alfredo or something.
It looked good. I don't know.
So good. That was cruel, man. That was cruel.
Jeez.
We opened the show by saying we were hungry, and he goes and eats.
Now I'm starving.
At least turn your camera off so I can't see you.
Yeah, man. Please.
So messed up, Mark.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, well, I did.
Yeah, I know. I'm hungry.
I don't mess around when it comes with food.
Oh man, he's eating pizza.
He's doing it again. He's eating pizza.
No, come on, man.
Oh, he's sending pizza emojis.
Oh, pizza emoji. Oh God, I'm starving. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys want to open up a grooming shop?
Okay, so again, we left off at don't hire your son. I'm going to reiterate that. Don't hire your son. Definitely not. Because you know what? You may eventually, start a podcast with him, and then now you're doing this.
Yeah, and then he'll make fun of your sleeves. You didn't roll up your sleeves this week?
No, dude, I couldn't wear that from,
Why?
Yeah, because you said I looked like a T-bird.
But the T-birds are cool. It's not like I said you look like a pink lady.
You said it was 2022 outside.
Yeah, that's true. All you needed from the sleeves was, the pack of cigarettes rolled up in them.
Yeah. So I have this now. It doesn't have. It's
nice.
It's a different shirt.
Was that like mesh?
No.
Nice sit.
Yeah.
That looks comfortable.
It's one of those dry like workout.
Oh, it's like a gym shirt.
Like a gym. You stay dry in it. You stay dry.
You spend a lot of time in the gym?
No. No,
Once
no.
or twice a decade, of course, man.
Yeah, if you're going to open up a dog grooming business, you need to get a gym membership so you stay in shape. It's
We're
not a
kidding
lie.
around, but that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, you need to be in good shape if you're going to be a dog groomer. So,
Yeah.
because you're on your feet all day, it's hard work.
Yeah.
You're going to be contorting, bending, lifting. It's very, very physical. So if you guys want to open up your own dog grooming business, you got to be in some kind of shape, man.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to be skinny or anything, but you have to be conditioned.
Yeah.
So stand,
be ready to stand for long periods of time.
I get to sit a lot.
Yeah, I try. I sit on a little ladder.
But that's, and even because you try to we have this stool that kind of, but you just can't groom like that though. You could do certain dogs like the head, I guess, if they're real small, you can do that. But then you got to get up.
Yeah, exactly. On some dogs that stay still enough, you could sit on a stool and you can groom them. But in most cases, you're standing. You can't sit down and groom a golden doodle.
I don't even like thinking about grooming golden doodles.
It's a 3-person job.
Guys, stop buying golden doodles, please.
Well, no, they're a sweet dog, but
I know they're the best.
But we say it all the time. If you're gonna buy a golden doodle, you need to definitely acquire some grooming skills.
That is a dog that we tell people, oh, you should learn how to groom at home because we don't want to do your golden doodle.
Well, it's not that we don't want to. It's that
I don't want to.
I have a hernia, and you don't want to.
I just don't want to. I don't have a hernia. I'm tired and I'm hungry.
Yeah. But, golden doodles, big, massive dogs require, a lot of grooming. And we mention it all the time. Like, if you have a golden doodle, whatever dog groomer you're bringing your dog to, they have to schedule out that dog. You can't take certain dogs if you have this massive golden doodle or two that you have to groom in a day. But it's a good thing to mention if you are going to open up your own dog grooming business is that the degree of difficulty between grooming a golden doodle and giving, I don't know, a French bulldog a bath and nails.
Yeah, it's night and day.
It's just night and day, right?
Still not easy, but it's compared to the golden doodle. Yeah.
Yeah. So if all dogs that came into a grooming shop were, Frenchies or short-coated dachshunds or Chihuahuas or something, you could do 20, 30 dogs a day, but that's not the reality. It just doesn't work that way.
We should make that our specialty. We only do Frenchies.
Well, listen, there's enough of them around. I'll tell you that much.
I'm glad that they're getting popular.
Yeah.
Because I'm kidding around. I love golden doodles, but grooming them is really challenging.
It is challenging.
And if for like a year there,
yeah,
everybody was just buying golden doodles.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yes,
or mix it up a little.
Yeah,
it's like when everybody was buying Springers. Remember, we used to have like 5 Springers that we did.
Yep.
Oh,
5
really
Jerry
sweet,
Springers.
Yeah, man. Remember Trixie?
Trixie was a sweet Springer. She was a sweetie.
Did we film her ever?
Yes.
Yeah.
We filmed. She's one of our early videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The cringe-worthy.
The cringe videos. Oh no.
It's true. And people who own golden doodles are struggling to find people to groom them because, groomers could only take so many. We're being real here. That this is we like to be honest. We need more dog groomers. And that's part of why we're doing the show. If you're a dog groomer and you want to open up your own dog grooming business, then you really should be listening to this show because it's somewhat informative.
We'll help you.
Yeah.
Because
call us. Leave us a message.
Think about it. Anybody listening or watching right now who was on the fence about a golden doodle, but maybe they're older and I can't maintain that dog at home. Well, we just saved them a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Because now they're going to go get a Frenchie.
Exactly. Now they're going to get a Frenchie. Another cost aside from your overhead is, you're going to have your normal bills too. You're going to have your electric bill. You're going to have your gas bill. You're going to have your water bill. These things all add up. Your employees, all of this is an expense. So, your average electric bill is going to be whatever, $250 in the summer months. I mean, my electric bill goes up to $300 $100 or more. Winter months, my gas bill is boom. It's, it's high, man. It's creeping up on $400 a month. So these things you have to consider if you're going to open up your own dog grooming business and you're going to rent out a store. You're going to have the normal overhead costs. It does cost a lot of money to maintain a dog grooming business. So everybody, thinks that, oh my God, you charge so much for dog grooming. Listen, most dog groomers are getting a very, very small piece of what they're charging you, when all is said and done and the expenses are paid. You know what I mean?
Mostly expenses and then physical expense. And then you get to go to In-N-Out Burger on Saturday. Right.
And after this show, you're going to have people, kind of asking, why would you ever want to open up a business? So, and it's the truth.
And the other half of people are just going to be like, dude, you want to go to In-N-Out Burger right now?
Right.
Screw these guys.
Exactly. These guys there's one in Somerset.
Yeah. I wonder what the producer guy was eating. We never figured that out.
Where's the show going? But yeah, these are just some of the things. You're going to need an accountant too. Just another expense. You're going to need an accountant to figure out your taxes. You're going to be paying taxes on all of this money that you're taking in. But not to discourage anybody, the one great thing about dog grooming is it's a very consistent business. There's definitely job security. It's a great business. You will be able to pay your bills once you scale up and you're able to do, a good, at least, 7-8 dogs a day. Once you get to that part of it, you'll be able to make some money. And can you scale this business? You can, but it's very difficult to scale this business. You need good dog groomers, and they're hard to come by.
Yeah. And when you first start, focus on not hurting any dogs. Because if you could do that, then you can, because some people start and they worry so much about how the grooming looks. And yes, that's important. Somebody's giving you money to groom their dog. Sure, you want to make them look cute, but as long as you're not hurting any dogs, you're going to get consistent work. Because we've had people come back to us 1,000 times, customers who came to us for their dog's entire life and didn't like the grooming the whole time. They'll stick with you if they don't really like the grooming that much. They won't stick with you if you hurt their dog.
Yeah.
So you want to,
accidents happen.
Yeah, I'm not saying, don't be negligent, but, accidents do happen. But
yeah, you can hurt a dog very easily. A dog can move, a dog can buck its foot or twist its head real quick while you're scissoring an ear. It's a dangerous job. And that's where grooming experience comes in. That's where, you have to, even a more experienced dog groomer is eventually going to, you're going to nick a dog sometimes. It happens.
You're going to nick a pad.
Yeah, you're going to nick a pad. Hopefully you don't injure the dog in such a terrible way where, it needs stitches and all of that. And again, it is that kind of business. It's a scary business. It's a very, very high stress business because you are so responsible for, safety. But if I could say anything, if you're planning on opening up a dog grooming business, go slowly, get educated, go to a dog grooming school or learn off of an experienced dog groomer, work for somebody for a while. Develop your skills, get faster, and learn the ins and outs. And,
I think that it should be required that you need to be somebody's apprentice.
Yes.
Because tattoo artists do it.
Yep.
You need to be an apprentice for a while.
Yeah.
Because it's really important. Like tattoo artists, you're going to learn how to mark somebody for the rest of their life.
Right.
You need to be an apprentice for a while. And I think they do it for a long time. Like it's not just like, oh yeah, you're an apprentice for 2 months. I think you're an apprentice for a year at least or something like that. I could be wrong.
Do it long enough where if you're an apprentice to see if you even like it. You may groom dogs for a year and say, hey man, this is not for me,
As an apprentice, now you don't have to worry about learning how to bathe because you're going to know that by the end of that for sure. And now you could bathe and that's something that you'll be able to do really, really quick going forward. You'll get to see how the business is run, all the stress, all of the risks, how not fun it is. And then at the end of your apprenticeship, you have your grooming license now and you can do whatever you want with it. And then at least okay, this is for me, or nope, this is not for me, as most people end up saying.
Yeah. In this business, go slowly, move slowly, see if you like it, learn the skill, and then you can make a better decision and consider the expenses wherever you are, wherever your area is. Consider your expenses. And if you're not profiting, if you're not making money, then don't do it, because then that's just kind of stupid, isn't it?
Well, whether you're in Greenland or in the middle of the ocean, you're going to have expenses with your grooming shop.
Yeah. I'm going to open up a grooming shop in the Atlantic somewhere.
Then we could expand to Pacific, and now we're cross country.
There's got to be a way.
Now we're national.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way.
Let's go to break and we'll come back with our funny comment segment.
Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your Cat Tree Tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. We are your hosts. I'm Anthony Ray, hanging out with my dad, Rudy V, and we are talking about the ins and out burgers of opening your own grooming shop or your own grooming operation as a whole. The do's and the don'ts. We like to talk about that a lot. I feel like we say that a lot. Do's and don'ts of dog grooming, but it's easy to talk about because there's so many.
There's do's and don'ts, man.
Do's and don'ts, the ins and outs.
The ins and outs.
Spaghetti. I
Sure.
can't wait to eat.
Yeah, me too. I'm starving. That's why we're gonna wrap this up. My mouth is watering. We're starving.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is our funny comment segment. I like this one. I just the thought of this happening is
What
what's
is it?
funny. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't tell you this one.
Yeah.
But this one is this guy. I'm sorry. He said, I just got a Jack Russell puppy and he is tearing my house apart.
Oh.
What do I do? I could just picture, because Jack Russell
They're nuts.
just tearing it
Yeah.
up, man.
Well, Jack Russells, they kill rats, right? Is that?
Oh yeah.
What group is that? The class, the terriers,
Yeah, like rat dog. Yeah.
rat dogs.
Rat
Yeah,
dogs.
Jack Russells are one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The big rat dog.
rat
They're
dog,
trained to, kill rats.
So this
pull
poor
rats.
guy's his Jack
just-
Russell is just
tearing up his house. Like I
Yeah.
could just picture him like tearing up the pillows, when the guy's
with
not.
the feathers coming on.
And then the guy comes home and he's just sitting there wagging his tail like, oh hey,
Yeah,
look,
Jack
at,
Russells are sweet.
look at what I did. But yeah, and then he said, what should I do?
What do I do?
Dude, I wish I could help you.
Oh,
Start a dog grooming business. I don't
Start a
know.
dog grooming business in Greenland.
In Greenland somewhere.
In Greenland somewhere
Yeah.
out in the ocean.
Yeah.
You got to look into training, my guy. I
Yeah.
guess. But Jack Russell, they're set in their ways.
They're a tough one.
They're a toughie to train. Oh, but every dog's trainable, I guess.
Yeah, no, Jack Russells, they just, they're a terrier, man, and they like to do that. They like to just rip stuff up. They
Dude,
like
well, speaking from experience, that I do not envy that guy because one of my cats, been chewing wires lately at random,
yeah.
and he's getting more and more expensive.
Oh yeah.
Because it's one thing to the stupid lamp, all right, whatever, it was $14, whatever, but now he's chewing up my computer wires, and one of them was a $70 webcam. That
there you go.
now I'm splicing wires on my kitchen counter on a Sunday morning,
Yeah.
all for a webcam I barely use, but it's the principle of the thing.
Pets can be very destructive.
Destructive pet.
Yeah, my buddy, I don't know what to do. Maybe some crate training, like Anthony said, get some obedience training. But I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing about. Do us a favor, videotape it, and post it or something, because that's really funny.
I
the
wonder
image of a Jack Russell tearing up your house.
Especially if you're not home, if you have a Nest Cam, and that's why he does it. You want to go out? You want to go out? Okay.
Oh, you were
All right.
leaving? Oh,
You know what? Say goodbye to that cute little flower cushion you got.
Look at those pillows.
Yep. Take care. Yep. Take care. I wonder how you're going to sleep tonight with no pillow on your bed. You're going to sleep like a prisoner.
Coming home home. You know, the molding off of your wall is getting chewed off. You know?
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's kind of what I was saying with my cat. Like, what is getting damaged? Because some things aren't really reparable.
Right.
Like you know, what if he is chewing the molding?
Yeah.
What do you got to fix your mold? Like, you know, like right on the corner.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like, you know, if he's chewing that up, now you need a whole new, you know.
Hey, man, you know, it's just.
But what if he, like, I wonder if it's peeing in the house too.
Probably.
Right.
Sorry.
It doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good. You know, yeah, he just said, you know, it's tearing my house
Tearing
apart.
my entire house up.
You know, like, you know,
What do I do?
The thing about that is, like, it's probably not just the pillows. He's tearing my house up.
Carpet.
Carpet.
You know, that's it. You know, got one string out of place, and the dog finds it. It's just, you know what I mean?
He's tearing my. He said he's tearing my house apart.
Help me!
Help! What should I do?
What do I do? It's like a Twilight Zone.
Like he's coming to a dog grooming channel. He's asking us.
That's a good. So that, you know what, that it is bad.
Yeah.
Because why isn't he going to a dog training channel?
He probably already did that.
Yeah. They couldn't help him.
They sent him to us.
Oh no! You don't want to get sent to us.
No, if you're sent to us, you're
in trouble.
You're in trouble.
We
lost.
talk about In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. I hope for his sake that at least the dog is sweet, because some Jack Russells like to kiss you and then bite you in the nose.
Yeah, well,
Jack Russells and Cairn Terriers, what's their problem?
I don't know.
They're so sweet, but then they bite out of love, like
it's the
cats.
terrier. It's the terrier group. They're terror.
Terrier.
They're terror.
Terrorizers.
Terrorizers.
They terrorize your house.
Yeah. But they are sweet. Well, good luck to you, man. I'm
good
sorry.
Good luck, man.
Our only suggestion is, again, get some training and
or
see
move,
maybe a crate of some sort. Or,
crate them.
Yeah.
Like when you're not home, at least
you
got to crate. We used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to have a pug,
that.
and he wasn't even destructive, but we would crate him when we weren't home because we were afraid of I don't know, getting stuck somewhere in the house.
So, you know what? If there's a way, send us a picture of him or something.
Yeah.
Because I bet he's cute as hell.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you, man.
Good luck, man.
So that's going to wrap things up, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for listening. We'd like to thank our producer, Mark Winter. Thank you so much, Mark. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel. It's called Grooming by Rudy. That's Grooming by Rudy on YouTube.com. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. We want to hear from all you guys. You could also like Grooming by Rudy on Facebook. Follow Grooming by Rudy on Instagram and Twitter. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.